Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. With me, Matt. We have now the next game in the tournament and the next series as well. This is series 2.1 game 1 on the fields of Wien and Kendonk. Let's go through the players. We'll send the axes today. He remains Karma with Infanterie Division for the Wehrmacht and Smokey without a commandership for the Mthis. Versus double United States with Alucards without a commander choice. And Muru also without a commander choice. Actually, wait, they just picked something. That is US Armor Company. Need to see what everyone else picks once we get further in. That looks like Smokey has gone straight for Panzerjäger. Okay. We'll see how this goes. The Storm Pioneers are pushed pretty far up already. Let's see how that turns out for them.
Steady up.
Both sides just slowly moving out to get ground.
Listen up. We are ready for action.
There's some Focus Grenadiers coming out here on the northern flank. With Infanterie, they can get some Sturmgewehrs later on, which will certainly improve their firepower. Need to see what happens. Americans are taking it, they probably already realized this point is in German hands. So they need to be cautious with where they move.
Knock it off.
Had a little talk there between the players. Looks like they're having a bit of fun. Always good to see.
Lousy patch of dirt is
Alright, we have the Americans moving out to secure some look around here. I've tried to change a little bit of the sound settings again for the game to hopefully make my voice, or well, the game sound a little bit lower than my voice, so it's easier to hear me. You can be the judge of if the game is too low or not. Please comment in the comments. Of course, I'll be recording these in the batches, so it'll be a while before I can adjust. Storm Grenadiers are moving around. They'll engage with a lot of Americans here, which might not be in their favor at the moment. Meanwhile, over here, the Americans also engaging with the Wehrmacht. There's a lot of American riflemen here. Also a Jeep coming up for support. So the Americans have a lot of firepower here. But Germans do also have some good positions. The Jeep is already getting to work. The Pioneers have been forced back. We have some long firefights across the front line here. Jeep is providing some good support fire. Grenadiers are taking some heavy shots. Pioneers are trying to get closer here for Gewalterladung, I reckon. Americans pulling further back, they're being smart about this. Good to see the players are being very smart here. We have some good combatant teams. It is a tournament after all. The Americans are fighting for the center here against more units of the Waffen SS now, actually. This is the 17th SS Panzer... 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division Grenadiers. A cheap alternative unit if you're playing as Panzerjäger, much like Mattcasting against one. Oh, Gewalterladung dodge there. But one rifleman squad has to get out of here, but the Americans still have the Jeep, and they still have a full rifleman squad for support. They could probably turn back to Germans here, but more German reinforcements are arriving. We're getting behind some solid rock there. They're trying to take out the Jeep's gunner. They can manage that, they could win this engagement. Yeah, gunner's down. And this might be enough for the Americans to have to withdraw from this fight, potentially. Throwing a pineapple as a parting gift. Just a surprise hits behind them. I don't think they're gonna get away this time. Yep, they don't. But a 30 caliber is surviving with some more re-echelon. The firefights continue over here. Americans have secured the center with a 30 caliber setup. Storm Grenadiers are also having a long-range firefight here. Eve is making its move. There's only one German squad remaining now. The rest have pulled back to be healed. Could give the Americans the opening they need. Eve is taking a long range here to improve this chance of survival. We're seeing some visual clears there, very nice. And the 30 caliber set up behind this down stock. More 30 calibers around for the United States. Looks like the Americans are going heavy machine guns today. Bringing lots of water-cooled heavy machine guns. While a German MT-34 sitting up over here. Rifle being used here. But the Americans could realize there's a machine gun there. Looks like the Jeep is being used as a distraction here. Meanwhile, the pineapple is thrown here by the re-echelon, allowing the re-echelon to start to advance. And the Jeep tries to move, but there's more Grenadiers arriving, so I think the Americans have to pull back here. Or they'll lose the Jeep. Critical caliber can cover it. More American Rifle also preparing to flank with BARs.
HMG squad ready for action.
Jeep is being very active there.
Heavy truck.
Because we have a commander here. This is US mechanized. Yep, and I do like the mechanized commander. Usually pulling out an ambulance here to provide healing for the units at the front. Firefight continues over here. There was a little bit of a sound glitch. The sound had not got up. American Riflemen are also advancing here. Gotta throw a pineapple into the building. Do have a German MG42 preparing to make its way. Might be intercepted here. I think this American Rifleman might soon realize they might be in a bad spot. Yeah, they realize they have to get out of there. Critical caliber suppressing some more Germans. Rifle grenade, that's a smoke grenade actually. Another 30 caliber sitting up here. Lots of 30 calibers today. Keep his speed kidding around wherever it's needed. Nice to see. Good teamwork, I'd say. Well, there'll be a teamwork when it's your own army at the moment, but being mobile with the ambulance is nice because that means you can cover a lot of ground with healing and replenishment. The Germans so far have the victory point advantage. But for how long is the question? We were forward HQ set up here by the United States, so because they're mechanized, we might see the Free French, but I somewhat doubt that. Battle groups are probably not that good in a very competitive setting, I think. Quite costly sometimes. We have a Leutnant call in here for the Infantry Division. So we see the defense of this farm. And while the Waffen-SS continues to dig in here. Waiting next part of the front line. NG-34 has been set up here, and but the Americans are preparing for full-on assault. NG-34 is quickly pulling back. You have some vision clear there. Oh well, blocker clears. The NG-34 has safely pulled further back. Over here, the firefight continues again. Artillery being calling here by the Lieutenant. Pretty caliber quickly moving, realizing the artillery is going to go for it. Let's see how widespread this barrage is. Because it's just 75 millimeters, I think. And just some light infantry gun shots. Not hitting that much. Quite accurate, actually, though. And the American Riflemen might prepare to move up again. Pretty caliber quickly pushing upwards again as well. You also have an early 80 gun for the United States. They're preparing. Probably expecting some kind of a German command vehicle at some point. And before the armed grenadiers to the front line, red rifle grenade there. Ooh, they're taking out the machine gun. Very smart. Oh yeah, I think the Americans can push through here. Americans being very aggressive with their riflemen. Good to see. And when we have the Untersturmführer preparing to call in an artillery strike. But he is spotted. We have some Sturmgewehrs here, hand out to Sturmgrenadiers. You know, upgrade to them if you're playing as Panzerjäger, which is a pretty good upgrade for them, by the way. Gives the Sturmgrenadiers a lot more firepower. Artillery strike over here on the farm. Called down by the American lieutenant when he's been pinned. Oh, it's White Phosphorus. Will it repeat? Good to see it being used. Well, I suppose not good. It's very horrible for this little man over here. And the people inside that building. And probably to the climate. Then again, war is horrible to the climate anyway, I'd imagine, with all this lead. And before the armed grenadiers moving up here again. Untersturmführer is doing his best to hold them at bay. I've been laying down a lot of fire, but it might be too much this time. You have to pull back again. At least they have the ambulance nearby so they can continuously stay fresh for the fight. Pretty caliber sitting up. More rifle grenades. Good to see the rifle grenade usage. Overall, good play from the players here on both sides. Great assault there. And the Germans have managed to push up here. So the Americans were pushed back this time finally. A lot of infantry available for Muro at the moment. They might need to invest in more of that. Yeah, well, the Germans can dig in now thanks to the 222 to provide some fire support.
I got orders, boys.
A little bit of a lull in the fighting.
Make sure it ain't locked and low this time. Boys, you
And
ready?
I should probably move back here to ensure those rifles are fully healed. Or just move up here to heal these guys, I don't know. You have a minesweeper, good to see. That's going to allow the Americans to ensure they have the victory point advantage.
What the hell am I meant to do with these?
Firefight continues over here. Germans do have a machine gun back here. Quite weakened though. But an MG42 is an MG42. Oh, but a tree is in the way. 80 gun hits the 222. Oh! MG42 got hit. It was a widespread barrage. That's going to allow the Americans to start advancing. And he needs to take advantage of it. Quick to try and three-man the MG42. But I don't think it's going to last. Yeah, they're under too much fire. But Jeep does go down. Thanks to the pack over here. That's been sneakily put in that position. Smoke barrage over here. Looks like we have some 17 SS Panzer Grenadiers in the fields, unique to Panzerjäger. Very cool unit, we barely get to see these Oh! Americans laid a minefield! Completely missed that. But unique to Panzerjäger, we rarely see them though, in my opinion. Pretty good squad.
Steady up. Eyes on me.
Americans moving up to try and secure the victory point this time. And the 2 is still around, but it's quite damaged. We probably need some repair.
Our opponents are seizing.
There's the Pioneer squad. PAG is enemy target, so they know what a PAG is. And Brightman already moved to engage. Shut down a wounded German there. That's not a good showing.
You got a captain.
Someone's a little bit too trigger heavy there by the looks of it. Lots of Americans here. Just have a little bit of a staring contest over this open area. The Germans still hold the fuel point here, which is quite important.
Command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
Lots of German infantry is preparing to move now. The Infantry Division is mounting up its troops. Machine gun support as well, MG44 and MG42. Lots of folks grenadiers with the Lieutenant and the 222. Smoke rifle grenade to try and obscure the advance. And then the pineapple grenade. You have lots of recordless rifles. MG44 stick up over here. Instead of calling in the Fox Grenadier. One American rifleman's got down. Two got hit by the AT gun. White phosphorus lands right on the Germans. Pretty horrible stuff right here. This MG42 needs to get out of there. It's burning alive in chemical gel. Meanwhile, the Mthis has been pushed back as well. Firefight continues over here. Germans are still advancing with their Fox Grenadier. MG42 has managed to set up. Artillery going in on the far. But looks like the MG42 might be cleared out here. 2 moves up. 80 gun is pulling back. AT gun sitting up again. We have a squad of Grenadiers now pushing forwards. Smoke shield in the way, that's very smart actually. Good play there. That's going to allow the Germans to advance.
Tank support is here. Sherman
Yeah, well, the Storm Grenadiers trying to push as well against the Americans, but out here in the open, I think it's the American advantage. We do have a Puma arriving here for the Mthis. And the Panzer Grenadiers are sitting up here with the MP40s. Germans are able to secure the farm again. With no real hassle anymore. However, A2 Shermans are now rolling into the front line. Looks like the American commanders are done playing. They're going to kick these Nazis' teeth in. That's probably what they are talking about. German troops are trying to fortify quick, but they'll soon realize there's a Sherman coming our way. I don't think they have Panzerfaust prepared. Puma's trying to advance up here. We're quickly engaging with mines and with recoilless rifles. Not the fight he wants to take. Cool to see the recoilless rifles just being handed to the echelon now as cheaper anti-tank vehicle weapon only. Sherman now pushing up. Smoke rays being popped by the Germans to allow them to fall back. They do have a pack, but one pack is not going to be enough, I feel. Guess it depends if they can get it in a good angle. Houston still hung on out there. Pineapple grades are going to be tossed. Postgres are pulling back. Good shot there from the pack. It's going to force the Sherman back for a bit. But another Sherman has arrived. If both Shermans can be repaired, they can push that pack together. There's a second pack though, but that's covering the flank. It's not a bad choice actually, and that's actually not a pack, that's actually a stolen AT gun. So the two got taken out. Americans trying to push up on the fuel point, but the Germans are holding onto it. Bunga and everything. We do have a commando bunker being set up here by the Wehrmacht. So they're going to operate there from now on. Reduce the retreat time. We have some 3rd Infantry Division troops coming up, unique to US Armor Company. And a truck for a mobile repair station, which destroyed that shed by bombing into it. As you do. Another minefield here, preventing the Germans pushing up. So we've been calling here by the Untersturmführer. Looks like it's going to be in a machine gun. But it's easily dodged. And then the officer's going to try and take the point. It's going to be able to decapture it, I think. That's about it. Because here comes the rest of the Americans. Oh, he's not even going to be able to decapture it. I don't think the officer's going to make it. He could. He's going to make it. He's going to be able to get behind the bunker there. But this is going on. We have artillery. Over here as the Americans start to push. Your defenses is very slim. They've lost a lot of the crews with their AT guns. They have done to stop the Sherman. They're being thinned out pretty quickly. The overheads are coming onto the field, but I don't think that'll be enough. Panzer squad is rushing forwards. Squad gets killed there in the retreat. Panzer needs to be cautious here. They're out in the open. Indeed, they're already being targeted down. Pineapple grade here on the German position. Panzer missed, and they got killed. Just too much firepower coming towards the Germans here. Good assault there from the United States. Just use the lights in their fire superiority very well here. The Germans are lacking in AT equipment. Trying to entrench in the bunker, but I don't think they're gonna last here for long. Looks like they have a Panzerfaust. Heads are slowly creeping up. Hetzer's gonna have a hard time dealing with a Sherman. Yep, no shot there. But the armor of Hetzer's holding up. But more Shermans are arriving en masse. Ooh, second Sherman can take a shot here. Yeah, one penetration. Oh, that's not good. There goes. Now the Wehrmacht is faltering completely. Sherman can start the advance if they want. And the Waffen-SS is still holding on the best they can, but they're not getting any victory points. We do have a Stup G arriving for the Waffen-SS. We have a stolen NG-42 here now. Americans are trying to make the best of it. That commander bunker's not going to hold for long. Stormtroopers are now arriving. Also going to try and push back the Americans alongside the Waffen-SS here. Not going to be easy. But these guys do arrive at Panzerfaust, I think, because they're playing as Panzerjäger. And there's a fair amount of cover here. Still got a good shot there. Throwing a grenade and the machine gun. Oh, still got penetrated. While this is going on, the Americans are trying to assault over here. They're so far not really having much luck. But over here is where the action is. Machine gun cleared out. But the Shermans just lay down the fire. That hits the wreck. It's not going to hold on for long. Another pack is rolling up quick. Double pack, actually. One from both players. There we go. That's a good shot on over penetration. But the Wehrmacht is certainly on the back foot now. Mthis is not doing much better. But Mthis has a lot more units still. Americans digging in defenses now. They just have to wait. They control all 3 victory points, so they basically just have to hold on now. Like, attacking would just be to cause a killing blow to end the match fast, I think. The Germans are still holding on and trying to advance. Very risky advance, but they're trying. Sherman ready again. Artillery going in. Oh, good shot there from the pack. Forces the Sherman back. Stuk is ready again. Double Stuk, actually. One Sherman they get taken out. The Stormtrooper is ready to make their move. Alongside the Mthis here. So we have some coordination between the German players or an attempt to. But the Captain MG42 is stopping the Germans as they advance up. Mobility lost on the Stuk. Now we have American troops running down the road. Stuk down. Stormtroopers are not going to last long out here. They have to pull back. But we have a pack front. But German Grenadiers doing their best to try and keep the Americans at bay, but there's too many Americans, I think. And there's too much firepower coming their way. Ooh, Gunner injured there. The Snades are gonna be able to hit the Stuk. And just all the rifle grades also working for the Americans here. So much firepower. That's American fire superiority, really for show. Fuel point has all been cut off. I completely noticed that. Didn't notice that. The Mthis is doing their best to try and keep the Americans at bay. And the Americans also clearing up more vision blockers. Good to see. They're being very active on shaping the battlefields. That's a very important thing to do. Sherman's advancing. I think this might be the end of it. They can push through the German defense here. Oh, good shot there from the pack, though. Stormtroopers with 100, run MG42 now. That's a pretty good thing to find for them, actually. Probably stay in a bad spot. Pack is doing a lot of work. Always expect the enemy around most corners. Germans are just taking in, preparing for the worst now. And they turn this around, though. We do have Wehrmacht take up for tanks. We'll see if they can get some kind of Panzer Stuk out to help. Did they start to destroy the NG? That's weird. Sherman pushing up. This is an easy 8. The probably the best variant of the Sherman you can get. Good high explosive there, but didn't kill the team entirely thanks to the sandbags. Stuck is trying to relocate to try and counter it, but it's being hit in the side by the AT gun. Now the rest of the Sherman's moving. Trying to try and finish it off. Oh, they missed. Engine burning on one. ET is still advancing. American Rifleman also advancing. More packs being clearing out. Shipment on the advance. And the Americans are pushing up pretty far here with the EC8 support. They're keeping the Germans below, suppressed, they cannot fire back. Just mowing through the German forces at this point. And then survive grenades for the German base there. Not doing too much. Stuck is being repaired. We have a second Stuck arriving for the Mthis. The stormtroopers are clearing out most Americans. They try to get close. That's a very risky maneuver for those three echelon, but they do clear it out. Lucky for them, the MT-42 was reloading. Even then, they barely made it. Shipments is advancing again. Yeah, that might be their Stormtrooper. Yep, Stormtrooper squad down. That's a big loss. Stormtroopers are not cheap. Lieutenant pushing up here. With Sherman for support.
There's a major reporting for action.
The only driving close to the AT gun is not that advisable because it has a high chance to penetrate them. Again, that's just my opinion. Lieutenant does go down. Hauptmann trying to hold them back. The Americans keep advancing here. They're main to the German base. They're soon threatening the Waffen-SS's forward positions. They actually are threatening them at the moment. Americans just outside them. In good play from both sides. Very aggressive game, this. Stuks are trying to relocate, probably trying to deal with the EC8. I think there's double EC8 now. That's gonna make it a lot harder to deal with. The Stuks also lacking infantry support, and they do have a Autostorm for you and some storm grenadiers. But it is the EC8 they're trying to advance upon. Oh, never mind, they got the rammed the turret. There's Recording of rifles nearby. This is going on, they remove a Stuk from the Infanterie Division. And the Focus Grenadiers are trying to push up alongside the Stuk. Explosion missed, and they're being shot at by the 3-inch and the 57. Actually, that's a captured pack, my bad. Stuk's not gonna last for much longer. There it goes. Stuk is pushing up pretty far here. But feels a little bit overextended, and at this point, the Germans surrender. Good match! Very intense! I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye-bye!